The following video is sponsored by Anker. This is Anker's new impressive power bank. Great capacity and impressive output. So 27,650 milliamp hours is its capacity, which converts to 99.54 watt hours. So you're able to fly with this. It will not be a problem because it's under the 100 watt hours. The outputs, impressive. Multi-device ultra-fast charging of 250 watt maximum from its 3 ports. The Type-C ports, they output 140 watts maximum, and they are power delivery 3.1 spec. I also have right here the new ultra-fast Type-C cable, 240 watts, and the Anker Prime ultra-fast charger, which has a 250 watt maximum output that I'll briefly show you in this video too. So you can see it's nicely packaged up there. We've got 2 little compartments either side. One is our cable, I can see. So we get a cable that is included, and this here is rated to 140 watts max, which is what the maximum output is from the Type-C port. There's a safety sheet, and they do include this, which is a rather nice pouch for it to stop it from getting scratched up. So it weighs 650 grams, not bad considering how much density this is packing in. So as I said, it's got the 27,650 milliamp hours, and that is high density soft pack battery cells. They've compacted them in there with the stacked circuit design, and that's why they've been able to get the size down considering the capacity, making it pretty much about 17.69% lighter than competing power banks, and around about the size here of a soda can. Just a little bit taller, but it's not as wide there, so it's good. And of course, the 99.5 watt hour capacity of it means you can take it with carry-on baggage there. It will not be a problem, and they've really managed to get it down. So what about the actual features of it? Let's have a look. The design. So pogo port pin connector at the bottom if you get the optional base station with it, which charges at 100 watts. I don't have that. It does add a few additional plugs on it, but this is just the unit here. Now you see these little 3 holes there. That's what the application that I'll show you shortly that you can use Find My Device here. So if I do that now, you'll hear it. Handy feature they have because it's got Bluetooth built into it with the app, and it's a range of 10 meters to that Bluetooth. So you need to be within 10 meters to be able to trigger that to find the device. You can see right now battery percent 26% here on the screen. We've got that information. I'll show you more of that shortly. Button on the side, if you double tap it, that turns on and off the Bluetooth. And now we've got a little bit more information you can see on the outputs there. If I was charging or discharging, that would show something. Now if you click on it now, you can go through and see more information about it, battery health, the temperature of it, and finally screen timeout there, and the brightness of the screen if you wanted to do this. So if you double press, you can go along and change that to high output, which I've just turned it on to now. So it's handy you got that feature. And then the outputs, of course. So in total, the 250 watts, and the Type-C ports can handle 140 watts there, which is excellent. So very fast charging, which I'll get onto testing later in this video. And our application, which is simply called Anker. Now you don't need to sign up and register and log in. You can skip all of that part if you want. So you can see here information about it. So what the ports are doing, the wattage, the voltage, amps there, and the total input. At the moment, I'm nearing 140 watts, but this will go up to 170. And this is where it will be able to fully charge in just 38 minutes, which is phenomenal for such a large capacity here too. So you'll see here with the app that there is even cumulative usage data right here, how many times it's being cycled, the total output power, input power, and you've got this information there about the battery percentage too. Now you go into settings, you've even got optimized charging, the screen option, screen timeout, the port status there, auto Bluetooth discovery, find the device, which is the beeping of the little speaker at the bottom, and firmware updates are also present there too that you can do through the app. So this is the Anker Prime Ultra Fast Charger here, 250 watts, it's got the 6 ports on it, and we'll have a look at what we get. You can see nicely packaged there. It's quite small, but it does feel a little heavy, certainly quite solid, but for the 250 watts, it's actually a very good size. And right here in this little tiny box here, you'll find the power cable here, nice and long, and this does have the EU plug. Now the screen here I think looks really good. I like the blue that they've used. It matches the Type-C ports, and we can go along with the dial on the side and select them and press in. You get more information, wattage, amps, and our voltage there too. And you could also get it to prioritize that port if you wanted to do so. Now you can see the power output there. And if you look, it's hard to see, but because there's nothing plugged in at the moment, we've got the wattage right there, and it's listing the C1, 2, 3, and 4 of our Type-C ports. Now, it's using their GaN Prime technology from Anker, and it will charge a 16-inch MacBook Pro to 50% in just 25 minutes. So it's very quick. Now, I'll just plug in one of my older Anker power banks that I do have here, just to show you the way it does light up. Okay, when it's in use, it's telling me C4, the wattage, and if I go along and select it here with the dial, then you'll see the voltage, amps, and our wattage. So it's really handy. You can get that extra information, and I can, as I mentioned before, prioritize that port if I wanted to do so. Let's have a look at the design of the rest of it. So it's nice and slick. I like the look of it. Along the back here, the bottom, should I say, we've got the 2 rubber feet there, so it's not going to slip off a table. And if you pause this, you can read the different wattages that it does support, the different output voltages. And you can see there that, as I mentioned, the 250 watts for the maximum output. So on the right-hand side, 2 Type-A ports, and this side, nothing along the top, just the Anker branding. Excellent build quality and finish to this. There's no rough edges. It does not feel cheap at all. So it's a high quality 250 watt maximum output combined charger. Then the Anker Prime Ultra Fast Type-C charging cable here. So rated up to 240 watts. So it's going to again charge that MacBook Pro to 50% in 26 minutes. It's 3 feet long, and that's durable for 300,000 bends, and even longer really if you're not bending it that much, because they've worked out that if you bend it, the cable, 8 times a day, well, it's going to last for 100 years. So it's pretty much a lifelong cable. So we have this little silicone strap here for cable management, which is good. 3 feet long to it. The plugs, you can see they are made out of metal, so very high quality. They look good with the Anker branding there. 240 watts, and it can handle here tensile force of 100 kilos, so 220 pounds. And it will charge in any weather, so it's going to be working just fine, and even temperatures ranging from minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for a little bit of a charging test here. So 250 watts max multi-device fast charging, high performance ICs, ultra low internal resistance MOS to reduce our heat generation, but it does have multi-layer graphene for heat dissipation inside it, which is very good, and ultra thin high performance flat wire inductors. That's how it can get up to the 250 watts. So go through our screens here because I want to get to the temperature. So 44 degrees at the moment, which is 111 Fahrenheit. So it is doing well, dissipating that heat. It just feels a little bit warm to the touch. So this is a MatePad that I've got. You can just see it in the corner of the screen. MatePad X Pro from Huawei. This is 2024 model. And it is charging, take a look here at the screen, at 100 watts, which it does support maximum. All right, almost. 97.5 watts. I have an MSI Claw here, which is the Lunar Lake version with 32 gigabytes of RAM, but the Meteorite version will also charge at 65, which is the same. So we'll plug that in. It should get up to now 65 watts. Okay, 60 almost. So not quite the absolute top spec, but we're doing well. We're pulling 160 at the moment.
So as a content creator, this battery bank has been absolutely fantastic for keeping all of my devices charged when I'm on the go with its multi-device charging. So I've been topping out my laptop, I've got my tablet, then I have gimbal and some Anker wireless microphones here too, iPhone, and all of that. So it's great. And because of its size, I can easily take it with me and fit it into a bag, travel with it, take it on my carry-on too, for example. So it's been really practical for keeping everything topped up when I'm on the go.
And then a 250 watt ultra fast charger. Well, I got close to that. I managed to get up to 237 watts, just a bit over that. So very close to its maximum peak output of 250 watts. So there we go, some fantastic products here. The Prime Ultra Fast Charger up to 250 watts. Total output, 140 from the Type-C ports. And then our Anker Prime Fast Charger Power Bank here. This one rated to an excellent capacity of 27,650 milliamp hours. And that will charge, for example, that MacBook X Pro I showed in this video. It's going to charge it 1.2 times my Galaxy S25 Ultra. Be able to charge that 4 times approximately. An iPhone 16 about 6 times, 5-6 times. So great capacity from it. But then it has that fantastic output of up to 140 watts from the Type-C ports and the 250 watts in total. Pretty incredible there. So if you are interested in these products here, please do check the link in the description of this video. You'll be able to find out more information, their prices, and any offers will be down there too as well. Thank you so much for watching this sponsored video.